the Wareham Vikings last year, we knew they were going to have a tough season. They had to pretty much simplify the offense to the most basic offense you can have in football with a single wing, and it ended up leading to a 1-10 season. But a lot of progress was made toward the future. Maybe not in the win-loss record, but hopefully in being able to have a more diversified offense and a better team going into this year.
Yeah, I know. Going into last season, they had one true returning starter back for the team. This year, they have a lot of guys back.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them are still pretty young. Juniors, there's some sophomores, a couple seniors, but they do have that year of experience kind of under their belt. I know it's kind of cliche to say that, but some of the growing pains that the team felt last year, you'll see, them paying dividends this year. I don't know if they're going to win a ton of games, but they will be a lot more competitive. I know last year the defense really struggled to stop teams, and then there are a lot of games where the offense, couldn't put points on the board. They do have a new quarterback this year. Stephen Toole is expected to start at quarterback, and depending on there's a wild card. There's a freshman, Isaac Nazamito. I think that's how you say it. Nazameto. He's joining the team. He had a strong year for Pop Warner last year, and he could play quarterback down the road if Coach Dan Nault likes what he sees, after a few games, and that would allow Toole to kind of, not necessarily be at, the quarterback position, but maybe be a tight end, because he's a very versatile athlete that he could go out and make big plays kind of in the open field. So that could give them another option too. But right now, Steven's going to be starting the season, looks like, at quarterback. And they have a couple running backs back. There's Nick Elsier. Did I say that? I think I said that right. Elisier and Nate Moore. Both of those guys are back. And last year, Nate led the team in touchdowns. I think he had about 5 or 6. So having your top scorer from last year back is definitely a boost for Wareham. But they don't have a ton of numbers. It's been the case last couple of years with school enrollment and dropping down and all that kind of stuff. So injuries. That could be, a factor this year. But I do see them winning more than one game like they won last year. They do have some experience back. They do have, a little bit of talent, but it's mostly just, there's some more growing pains, as they try and build the program back up. It goes in cycles sometimes.
Sure, it definitely does. And usually with Wareham teams, their quarterbacks are guys who are running the ball and not really throwing. And whereas teams don't really know that much about Steve Toll or Isaac Nascimento, maybe one of those guys can surprise the opposing defenses somewhere down the line.
Well, I know the Pop Warner team, had a unbelievable year last year. They went to nationals, and Nascimento was on that team, so going from Pop Warner to varsity at the high school level, it's a big jump. Sure. But we'll see. Maybe he'll get a shot sometime this season to show us what he can do. I expect him to be on the field at some point.
Right, when you have talent like that, you find a way to use it.
Yep.
All right, well, you can follow along with all things Vikings as well as all things of all these South Coast high school sports by following us on Twitter at @SC_varsity. We like pictures, we like videos, we like results. Oftentimes we find out the results of the games before the coaches even call them in.
Yep.
We like to be up to date. We like to be interactive with you. So follow us at @SC_varsity. And we'll follow you back too.
Yes.